Last night, with the election very much not decided, Donald Trump did something that no one could have predicted. Indeed, no one did predict. He tried to cast doubt on the outcome. Take a look.
We won states, and all of a sudden, I said, what happened to the election? It's off. And we have all these announcers saying, what happened? And then they said, oh, because you know what happened? They knew they couldn't win. So they said, let's go to court. And did I predict this, Newt? Did I say this? I've been saying this from the day I heard they were going to send out tens of millions of ballots. I said exactly, because either they were going to win, or if they didn't win, they'll take us to court.
They said, ooh, so look, that's obviously, JR is like physically in pain. I can see from his monitor. So look, that's very predicted. We'll get into all of that really fast though. Is that the clearest example of projection you've ever seen in your own life? He said, we can't win, so we'll go to court. That's what they're doing. What are you talking about, dude? We're not saying we need to go to any court. We're just saying count the votes. There's no court cases. He is literally the only one talking about going to court. Indeed, in a couple of minutes, we're gonna show you the continuation of that video where he says he's going to the court. That is projection so clear, you could watch a movie on the side of your garage with it.
The advisors that came up with this scheme, because they knew this is the only thing they had left to pull, were sitting backstage wherever they were watching and went, Donnie, you messed it up. You're not supposed to say they're taking us to court. You're supposed to say that we're gonna take them to court because they're cheating. Simple, stupid. I guarantee that they're sitting back going, no, it's a simple 1-2 sentences, Donnie. Just 2 sentences, get them right.
Couldn't do it.
He couldn't get it straight. He couldn't get it straight.
Yeah, and that wasn't it. That was weird with the, ooh, I don't get it. And you probably already heard, like, I'm congested and dealing with it right now, but that dude is sniffing like a madman. So we're gonna show you another video, and I want you to check how sniffy he gets as he's doing the very serious work of trying to replace American democracy with something else.
So we won there, we lead by 76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden, everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election. We did win this election. So our goal now is to ensure the integrity for the good of this nation. This is a very big moment. This is a major fraud in our nation. We want the law to be used in a proper manner. So we'll be going to the US Supreme Court. We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list, okay? It's a very sad moment. To me, this is a very sad moment. And we will win this, and as far as I'm concerned, we already have won it. So I just want to thank you.
Okay, I'm just judging by the sniffing, but I have a feeling that his lungs at this point are basically plastic bags filled with cottage cheese. But anyway, pushing past his lung trubs that he's gonna deal with for the rest of his life because he doesn't care about COVID and didn't do anything to stop himself or others from getting it. So JR there, he says it's a disgrace that votes are being counted. Everyone in the room's cheering, and they want to go in with the courts and stop those votes from being counted, like we said he would.
Yeah, exactly. And as he denied he would do. We knew this was going to come down the pipe, and then because again, it's his only play. I said this last night. There are campaigns, especially for president, spend a lot of money on pollsters, internal pollsters, not just the ones that we see in news reports and all the time. So they have internal pollsters that are polling, and they knew the situation, they knew the possibilities. They were hoping for something different, of course, but they pay a lot of money so they can have this much expertise, so they can plan which play to make on election night. This is the last play that's left, and we always knew it. So other people also knew what pollsters were thinking and saying. So it was an obvious, easy prediction. All Donald Trump can do now, as he's been planting these seeds of distrust for months in our election system, we already knew what he was gonna do, and it's been talked about what he's gonna do. Declare on election night, when there's this lead, potentially this lead because of in-person votes. They're going to cheat us, and we have to fight back for this. And then, of course, because that's the only thing he's got, he has to deny it beforehand because that wouldn't be very cool to spring it on everybody. So he has to spring it on everyone anyway. This playbook is tied. Now, number two, from growing up in a black church to being an athlete for most of my life, and then just people that like to clown and talk trash in the hallways in high schools, that crowd is basically like it's a hype man. So, in black churches, when the preacher says something that hits a point, everybody goes, oh yeah, woo, praise Jesus. And it amplifies the point, makes it sound better, no matter what he said. Half people may not even heard what he said, just go, oh yeah, man, that crowd is hype. You hear those 7 people going, yeah, woo. Or if there's a bully in the hallway, it says, hey, I'm gonna beat you up at 2:00, and his boys go, ooh. It makes it sound so much better. That's all that crowd was there to do, to make the nonsense sound like it was legitimate or better or actually something that resembles the truth. None of that existed.
There was a guy with a salmon-colored suit on there. And so look, this is what we're up against, by the way, because Donald Trump knows that these are legit votes that are just being counted. Everyone in that room knows that these are legitimate votes cast by American citizens that have every right to be counted, and everyone in that room agrees, no, don't count their votes. We want power. F American democracy. So as we go forward, things are looking good, and we'll give you updates on that. But understand that the other side knows full well what they're doing. Some of their, the randos on Twitter or whatever, they have been successfully duped into thinking that those votes are illegitimate. Donald Trump is under no illusions that the votes aren't legitimate. He's just lying to you. It's as simple as that. And he's lying in exactly the ways we said that he would. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.